Okay. Hello, Rubiela. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Hello, tutor. I am fine. Thanks.
Okay,
I
wonderful.
I I ready.
You're ready? Yes, as always. Good. Uh, so today is Friday, October the 19th, year 2018, and we're going to start today's session, which is actually our fourth session, and I will be calling attendance. You please say present, and then we will get started with what we have to do today. So, Rubiela Saavedra, present? Please say present. Rubiela, well,
Hello, tutor.
say present. I'm calling attendance. Okay? Alejandra Tapasco,
Present.
Julie Tatiana, okay. Santiago Ardila, and Paola Catherine Duran. For some reason, she has never been with us. This is her fourth absence. Okay. So, uh, as for today's session, you had to watch this video on how to prepare a debate. There are some principles, behind preparing for a debate. Like for example, the fact that you guys have to prepare your arguments, whether in the pro team or the con team. So these arguments that you come up with, they have to be totally relevant, and above all those arguments have to be persuasive, okay, in order to be successful for your debate. Of course, what the guy says on the video is that you've got to learn about the reality of the current situation. So I'm not going to extend on this because this is actually your job. I'm gonna be asking you these details, and you please participate. Okay. So um, Alejandra, 1 minute to summarize the ideas from the video, please. Go ahead.
Um, okay. Um, and this man was speaking about how we make a good debate. Debate.
Debate. Debate.
Okay. And he gave us some tips like if you has a good argument, you don't have problem. If you are prepared, this is the most important. And also he said that we need not only check our point of view, we need investigate a little about the other group or the other person. Maybe you have questions for them. And also he said that we need only not only use Wikipedia. We need use or magazines, investigations in other places, and uh, how to say. Uh,
Yes. Yes,
um,
I totally agree
okay.
with what you have just said because uh, we need to be ready for the unexpected. And in order to do so, you have to start making predictions about what the other team might come up with. So you've got to be like ready for everything. So that's exactly what you have just said. Very well. Now let's move on to Rubiela, please. What do you have to say? Please try to summarize your ideas on the video, or it would be nice if you could add some other details in just 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, I can see in the video that the speaker did emphasize in a different themes in the debate. So he say that it's so important respect the ideas or to the other person, to the other people in the debate. He also say that the the research for the topic in the debate we need to do in a, mm, academic references is also is so much important have a good information, but this uh, must or should be excellent excellent academic work, no and no words about taste or opinions like that.
Yes, yes, yes. Uh, you've got to look up for academic references, not opinions that they might come from Wikipedia or something like that, just like Alejandra said very well. And finally, Julie Tatiana, what do you have to tell us from your point of view? Go ahead.
Okay, through the video we can learn different strategies that we can use at the moment to improve and to in our debate. The video teach use different expressions for discussion at the moment to debate.
Yes. What else?
Mm,
Or that's it?
That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. I have got this echo coming back to me. Now. What we're going to be doing then today is practicing for part 4 of the CAE exam, right? So I will be sharing my screen with you. Oh no, something else before I move on to that. You guys also had to watch another video related to vocabulary for a debate. So I would like you to tell me like those expressions you can use like for when you are following the other person. You don't totally agree with that person, but you want to politely state that you have a different opinion. So how could you possibly do that, Alejandro?
Can you repeat your question, please?
Yes, like you were watching this video that comes with expressions that we can use like for when we have to disagree with another person politely.
Yes.
So do you remember any of them?
No. Teacher,
No?
I don't listen
For
you
example,
so
when you say, "Oh, I see your point, but I think that this is going the other way or whatever." Huh?
I don't listen you good, but you are trying to say that how I need, what kind of words I need to say if I need.
No, I'm talking about what kind of expressions could you use to disagree politely?
If I am in disagree,
Mm-hmm.
if I am disagree, I think maybe I forget it, but I say this is my point of view. I'm sorry, but and I refute.
Okay, that you have a different opinion. Tatiana, do you know any of those expressions?
can you repeat the question?
Do you know any of those expressions that we can possibly use when we try to disagree politely with our opponents?
Expressions? Yes, I agree, or I
Okay, okay. You guys had to check that more in details. For example, if I'm listening to the other side, then you can say, "Oh, I see your point, but I have a different point of view. Please try to silence your microphones." Or, "Yes, I understand, but my opinion is different." Or, "That's all very interesting what you're saying, but the problem is that," and then you go in a different direction. Okay? So they are very, very important. We have some other ones like these ones when you need to say something now. Okay? So you say, "I'm sorry to interrupt." So these ones are for interruption. You see? "I'm sorry to interrupt, but you've misunderstood my point." Or, "Excuse me, but that's not quite correct." Or, "That's not what I meant to say." Or, "Sorry, I have just I just have to disagree with your point of view." And if you agree with the other person, then you can use an expression such as, "Oh yes, I couldn't agree with you more." So it means that you are totally in agreement with the other person. Okay. So girls, are you watching my screen? Can you watch my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, yes, I can.
Okay, good. So remember that for this part of the exam, it works pretty much like this. It says, for example, um, is it best for people to make decisions on their own or to ask others for advice? So I want Rubiela to defend the fact that it's not good when you take decisions by yourself, that you need to make consultation with others. And Alejandra, you're going to defend the fact that it's actually good to make your own decisions without having to resort to anybody else because it shows your independence, okay, or something like that. So I want you to
Teacher,
short.
teacher, I'm sorry, please. And what part I defend? Sorry.
Yes, you're going to here we have this question. Can you see? Is it best for people? It's on the right here. It says,
Okay.
yes, it says, is it?
Is it best for people to make decisions on their own or to ask other for advice? Yes?
Yeah, so you're going to defend the fact that it's good to make
Ah,
decisions on your own, and Rubiela is going to defend that it's good to make decisions by asking others for advice. Got it?
okay. Rubiela defense.
Okay. She's gone?
Yes.
Rubiela, are you there? Rubiela,
Yes, yes, I can hear.
okay, so please be present all the time. I need you to defend the fact that you're going to, that is good to, well, for you to make decisions by asking others for advice, okay? Don't make me repeat, concentrate on what you're doing. I'm giving you 30 seconds, okay? And you will start.
Okay. It's
So let's start
important
now.
to
I'll tell you when you start.
okay, okay,
Prepare your arguments
okay.
quickly. Okay, 45 seconds have passed. So, Alejandra, you begin. Defending the
Yes.
fact that making decisions on your own is the best. Go ahead.
Okay. I defend. Okay. Um, I think it's good ask for our partners, friends, or family about some advices in every moment in our lives because maybe they want the best things for me, and I need to check some points of view about them and protect the
But
best.
You're defending the other position. I told you.
Okay, I am. Okay. So right now I don't need to ask any person about my decision because it's my life and it's my money, is my business. I think that other people don't need to know details about my life because I am a big person and I don't need to ask to others about something in special.
Okay, Rubiela.
Okay. In contrary, I think that it's better ask to other people for advice. In that case, is easy see the thing other point of view. Something is difficult. See the real scenario, and we need to do the things with a special care. Is so fast decision can bring serious problem. For that is either different strategy, different ways, and different opinion decision.
Okay, what do you have to say additionally, Alejandra?
And from my point of view, or about this exercise, that
Yours.
well, okay. Um, not all time, because yes, we need advices, but not all the time. Sometimes it's better when you don't say nothing about your plans because maybe other persons don't want the best for you.
Okay, so you said it's best that when you don't say nothing to other people, when you don't say anything, it's best when you
Uh,
don't say anything to others. Okay, grammar.
okay.
Because you made a double negative when you don't say nothing. It's better when you don't say nothing to other people, so that constitutes a double negation, which in English we never have them. Okay, so avoid the double negation by using anything.
Can you repeat, teacher, how is the correct way?
It's best when we don't say anything to others.
Anything to others.
But you
Okay.
combine don't and nothing.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Santiago, what do you think? What's best? What position would you assume without me telling you one? Which one would you try to defend naturally? What position?
Hello, teacher. Teacher, sorry, I lost. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was here on the board. What position, what stance would you assume? Is it best for people to make decisions on their own or to ask others for advice? This is
Depend.
an alternative question. You know, you listen, this is an alternative question. Actually, when you answer this type of questions, you assume a position and you simply defend it. You don't have to start talking about them both at the same time. Which one would you assume? And go ahead.
Teacher, depend because there are people that need help the other persons because
Yes, go ahead.
they don't mm, control my words.
Okay. Then now we're gonna start checking another one. And this is it, number 2. It's kind of related to the same thread of ideas. Okay, so it says some people think it is best to plan their lives carefully. Others prefer to make spontaneous decisions. What is your opinion? So you have to take a stance. whether if you're going to defend the fact that it's best to plan our lives carefully, or the other one, if you prefer to make spontaneous decisions without doing things without giving it too much thought. So I'm going to ask Rubiela and Tatiana. Tatiana, I'm gonna give you the chance to choose. What point do you want to defend?
Mm, some people think it is best to plan their lives carefully.
You want to defend that, okay? Okay, and then Rubiela will defend the other. Others prefer to make spontaneous decisions. Okay, Rubiela? So go
Okay.
ahead. So you begin, Tatiana.
Okay, I consider that it's best plan the life carefully because it, in a lot of moments we can take decisions, bad decisions for our life. If we have take the time to analyze and look for best strategies for our life, the things will be better.
Okay, Rubiela.
Okay, in my point of view, it is pleasant feel big emotion, and for that, no, is good idea. All the things to do a plan for it. It is good, and in a moment take a dangers, a little dangers for the activities or for the work or for the travel. It is good have a, different emotion in the life, and if you planning all the things is uh, no don't is sweet the life.
Okay,
Yes, but
Rubiela,
yes, but
excuse me. Rubiela, ask Santiago a question regarding this topic.
Okay, hello Santiago. Do you plans for the things all the time, or your activity all the time?
Santiago, what kind of person are you? Are you a careful planner, or do you take decisions spontaneously?
Teacher, sorry, estaba con el micrófono encendido, no. Repeat the question, please.
Rubiela, please.
Santiago, you do plans for your you put extremely carefully in your activities, or you take different activities.
I don't understand, but my activities I read Be Careful. Mm, Pass it pass. Can you use spontaneous?
Okay, guys, I'm sorry because my internet also gives me trouble. So, Rubiela, now ask Alejandra the same question.
Okay, Alejandra, you sometimes take things faster, or you do all the time a perfect plan.
And I am not a person that make plans. In my real life, I take decisions suddenly and spontaneous, and majority time I think that I take risks. I take risks, and it's my personality. And one day I am thinking something, and the next day I want to make it real.
Okay, good. Now, we're gonna try to change the topic of conversation once more. Yes, now I have to share my screen again, right? Here we go. Okay, this one is good. Which is more important for young people nowadays, going to college or getting a job? Tatiana.
I believe that all things have a process. The first one, the people need to go to college, and then in the future, getting a job. Um, the things should be are step by step. That is my opinion.
Okay. Remember that you have to assume a position in the question and answer.
Yes, but the first one is go to college.
Okay. Now, uh, Alejandra,
Yes.
go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay, I think that it's more important for young people nowadays and work because the situation is difficult about money. This obligates these young people like first work and after they pay for self for themselves. Teacher? Okay,
Yes.
first a good work, and when they are working after think maybe in a study.
Sorry, Alejandra, you agree with the young people that work? For
Yes.
example, that when the children are working in the traffic light, I disagree with that point of view.
I am speaking now about my life because I have a son and I have money for spend uh, his school. I am speaking in general about the young people in Colombia. Maybe I understand about this question, but it's my point of view.
But a lot of people take revenge about that situation, uh, um, um, take their children on over exploitation.
No,
They are
maybe I understand about this word. For me, young people is maybe like to say how to say from s- 18 years old. Is young people for me. I am
yes,
not I am not thinking about kids or babies. Uh,
but they are an adult people. I
I
really agree with
uh,
that. The young people work.
Doctor, can you help me with this word, please? Maybe I am understanding bad this word. Young people is with which age?
Young people, I consider people between maybe 15 or 16, uh, 17. They are an adult.
Yes, excuse me for interrupting. I think so too. I think that young people here refers to people in their late teens.
Yes, yes. For the reason, because my partner is speaking about like kids. I am speaking about maybe
Uh,
people with 18 years old.
you're talking, let's say, about college students.
We are in disagree in this opinion because she said that is more important for young people nowadays and study, but I think that is more important getting a job.
Okay. Yes. Now,
Mm-hmm.
it's because Tatiana assumed young people as children,
Yes,
but you didn't. Yes. Okay. Now, mm, Santiago, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Some people say that students have an easy life. What do you think?
The student or college or high school.
In general, all of them.
I think that yeah, because they had opportunity but change your life, um,
Change their life.
change their life. Um, what more?
So you think they have an easy life because they have the opportunity to change their life? There's got to be more to it, honestly.
Life easy, easy life.
Yes. Why? In which regard might the life of a student be
In your
an
life
easy life?
is the opportunity. In the process is difficult because is the process hard and long.
Yes. Repeat, please.
What?
What did you say? What did you just say? I was writing here some notes so I couldn't pay careful attention. Could you repeat that for me, please?
The students had the opportunity the student, but the easy life is not correct because it's difficult. The process in the wherever courage. Uh,
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Rubiela, what do you think about the same question? Yes or no?
No, I think that that is don't is alright because the student need uh, to do different activities, learn different things. The student need check your time,
Take their time.
go to uh, go to the school all the days, get up early and study or to do research late in the night, and it's difficult. It's difficult
What's difficult? What's
for the
difficult?
people
What are you talking about?
about is difficult study good because if you are in the school lost the time, no problem. But if you are interested in the school, in the activity, homeworks, in to learn uh, more about the school, about the topics, about the different things, is difficult. You need to spend time and effort for to do that.
Yeah. So if we are from the point of view that being an excellent student, being a good student, uh, isn't easy, right? That's your point of view.
Yes.
Like a regular student's life might be easy, but the life of a real student, the one who is responsible, who is committed and dedicated, his life is not an easy one. Okay, what do you
Yes,
think?
yes. It's hard.
What do you think, Alejandra?
About that some people say that students have an easy life.
Yes.
And yes, I think that is so easy life nowadays because in my time I was needing, if I need investigate something, for example, I need go until a big library so far of my house, and now they have all in his hand, in their hands. For example, with phones, they have all tools that he need for investigate, and also is easy life because for example from today they are without classes because for government politics they are in home all day all time. This is my
Okay,
point of
so
view.
what I can get from what you're saying is that you defend the fact that uh, mm, the life of today's students have become easier
Yes.
because they have calculators and they have cell phones and they have computers and okay.
Uh-huh.
But I think that the essence remains. So if you are the good student of the past used to have a hard life, and so the
Yes.
student today, if you want to be successful, you have to stay up late, you have to be responsible, you can't procrastinate because that's like you are going nowhere. Once you start procrastinating, you're doomed. Okay, now um this question, how long do you think a course at a university should last? um Tatiana, do you understand the question?
Yes,
What do you think?
I I believe that the course of college of university should last 5 years because it's the time in which
How
students
long, please? I
can
didn't hear. How long?
5 years.
5 years. Okay. Why?
Yes, because in that period of time the student can learn and they assume responsibilities for their life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Excellent. Uh, Rubiela, do you think that university should last 4 or 5 years? In, for example, this field of study that we're taking in this licensure in English as a foreign language. Do you agree with it being 5 years, or would you make it just four? And why?
Okay. I think that the university is important because a short course or career not the same way or the same thing. I consider that we need to spend the time, the correct time for to prepare good and will be a good professional for the life or for the for look for a good job.
Okay, very well. Now let's change the topic here. Okay, this is very interesting. So you please uh, like to answer this question by thinking of two or three key arguments, okay? It says, to what extent do you think concerns about the environment should affect people's transport choices today? Give it some thought, and I will tell you who will start. To what extent do you think concerns about the environment should affect people's transport choices today? I'm giving you 20 seconds to prepare. Okay. So, Santiago, what do you think? Santiago?
No, teacher, sorry, I don't understand the question, the activity.
To what extension do you think that we should worry about the environment, that it may affect the way we move from one place to another?
I believe
So how could taking care of the environment affect the way we move around? Okay. Tatiana,
Okay,
please, can you help me with that?
no, okay. Um, we are living a reality is that the environment is being affected, and we
Repeat, please.
uh,
I'm afraid I'm not following you. Try to speak louder.
we are living a reality is that the environment is being affected by a lot of things or a lot of facts. Um, this is the transportation is one of the things that create impact in the environment. I consider that the transportation um, are affecting the environment in that moment. Is one of the resources
What was your conclusion, please?
that the transportation are creating impact in the environment, a bad impact.
Yes, but
We,
the question is different. Different. This one says that if that the fact that we care for the environment poses, so this is the other way around. How can this deterioration of the environment and the fact that we care more about it should affect the way we move around? Excuse me,
yes,
excuse me.
the
Try to think about it.
environment are affecting the people transport because the weather is changing because have have been uh, have been increased the transportation nowadays with a lot of cars, a lot of motorcycles, a lot of transportation, and the environment is changing. This is a reality nowadays. It's
Yes.
for this reason have created impact in the people's lives.
But this is like in Colombia, because in more developed countries, they have trains, and people
Yes,
usually go to work by train rather than by riding their own cars. You know.
I talking here in our region. I don't know
Yes.
in other countries because Really, I don't know about how is the transportation in other nations or in other countries. I'm talking about our region.
Yes, yes, I know, but it's but still, how do how does the fact that we care about the environment affect the transportation choices we make? How? You haven't answered that question yet.
Because in other region maybe have the
No, not
same.
other regions. Here. How could it affect the transport in Colombia?
Because nowadays we can see an increase in the transportation. Every day have more cars, more vehicles, more transportation, and don't think in the future of the other
Yes.
generation.
Yes, okay. So, for example, I'm afraid I would disagree with you in this regard. It says, to what extent these concerns about the environment should affect people's transport choices today. For example, in every Colombian city, there are lots of motorcycles, lots of cars. So, how has this affected public transport? It has already started to affect public transport
But
because we have to take those measures like transit restrictions on given days, which we call pico y placa. So pico y placa is one of those ways in which the environment has affected people's transport choices.
yes,
That's the
yes,
way you have to tackle the question from my point of view.
yes, we can see other strategies to reduce the impact of the environment. For example, people placa, use bicycles, uh, went for a walk. These type of strategies can help to reduce the impact of the environment.
Yes, strategies like bike routes, like incentivizing the use of bicycles, and maybe carpooling. That is when you share your car rides with another person. Okay,
Okay.
girls. So we have already achieved our time limit because I have to get ready for my next session. Uh, I think you have done a good job as always, and I will be assigning my grades right away, and I'll see you next time. Yes, there have been mistakes. I always detect mistakes because that's like a mistake spotter. Like I don't know. There was a point when Alejandra was talking that you use the verb obligate, and this is like you are adapting your Spanish to English. Okay, so obligate. You don't know if this verb doesn't exist. You don't obligate. You don't facilitate. You don't affirmate. You simply affirm. You negate or affirm. Affirmate doesn't exist. So this is very likely that we end up, forming verbs that are don't exist in English. Uh, and what else? And Rubiela, you say idea. Idea. You have this act. You try to stress this word at the beginning. Idea, and it's idea. So you stress in e. Idea. Okay. All right. And then as for Tatiana, you have to tackle the questions like more directly, okay? Not from like your point of view, it's from what the question is asking you to do, all right? So that's what I think. And Santiago, you need to
We don't
participate
comment.
more. You at least participated today, but this participation has to be active, has to be more like more of your commitment to this. We session midway through because we have four more sessions ahead of us until November the 16th or so. Well, um, very happy to have met you today. I've been pretty sick today, terribly sick. I I just got some medication that I have to try. Hopefully, I can get better. But I have a fever and everything in this moment, and this is terrible. And well, I had to be here, and because responsibility comes first. So that's the way it is. So I'll see you next Friday. Okay, bye bye. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
See you.
Thanks.
Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.